Okay, let's talk about this boss on 10 man. Firstly, a disclaimer. This isn't a beginner's guide. This is more of a strategy. I'm going to talk to you guys as if you kind of already have an understanding of this boss, even at a basic level, okay? Um, Firstly, as we get into the fight, we're going to stack up, pre-pull. Once we pull the boss, we're going to pull him, and he'll turn into a scorpion. And as you see here on the side, boss's energy starts to go up. And what we're going to do is, on the very first time, before his energy hits max, we're going to spread out. Once we spread out, it'll turn into a cat. And we'll do the exact same thing again. You're going to watch that energy bar, and before it gets to max, you're going to have your group stack back up. Okay? And that's the whole tactic. My guild has coined it the innie outie. That's the whole tactic. I'm not even joking you. Do that until the end of the fight, and it'll die. Yeah? Okay, let's talk about a couple of details within this fight. So we're doing the innie outie, and you're thinking, what about Fury? What about Adrenaline? None of those matter anymore. Even the boss's specials, you're never going to see them. And Fury, it won't stack up high enough to kill your tank. Unless he's giga bad, or maybe your DPS is slow. Honestly, it's never been an issue for our squad, so there's that. Yeah. Now, let's talk about the boss. When the boss is in his scorpion form, we do stack on the front of the boss, on top of the tank, and some of your melee will probably be Cran, but actually they can hit the boss from under the scorpion claw, so they can actually do their positionals, their shreds and stuff from the side of the boss, so they won't lose any DPS. And when he's in cat form, obviously just spread out and let the melee just stand where they want, okay? Not a big deal. The other tactics in the fight that you will have to deal with are the seeds. So the seeds that come in and they all have to be moved out of the raid. You'll deal with them like you always do on any tactic. You'll just drop them off when your timer's up. Do your best to avoid hitting anybody else. Obviously, you want to keep your stacks, your concentration stacks up. And the only part of this fight where you have to do anything differently, really, is when the flame orbs spawn. Now, the flame orbs are going to spawn. All you have to do is have your tank be the closest person to those flame orbs, and then your raid will reposition to the back of the boss. And the tank and the off tank will just swap between the flame orb stacks at about 6 or 8 stacks, and they'll do that until the seeds go away. And you'll do the fight as normal, as I've explained at the start. You go in, you go out before the special happens. Continue doing that, dropping off your seeds. Your 2 tanks will deal with the orbs, and that's it. Again, that's the whole fight. All of that, all done in one go. You'll not need to worry about your concentration stacks at all. The only time that anybody other than a tank will lose their concentration stacks outside of a mistake is whenever they get hit by their own seed. That's it all over and done with, okay? Continue doing that. It's a long, boring fight when you do it this way, but it is a simple strategy that will guarantee you the kill every single time on 10 man. Now, I do know on 25 man there is the line of sight strategy. Not the biggest fan of that myself. I certainly wouldn't use it on 10 man, it's too convoluted. But this strategy here will guarantee you a kill every single time with most comps. If you do have a disc priest, it's 100% a free kill. Alright, well guys, I'm going to leave it at that. That's the whole strategy. Again, don't make it too difficult for yourselves. Peace.